All right, so the question's asking me, what does the word biotic mean? And I have four choices: a non living thing, a dead thing, a living thing, or the surrounding area. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight in blue which context clues I'm going to help figure out what the word means. So let's go to the paragraph that this is in. It says two types of stress affect plants. Sometimes plants feel stress because of their surroundings. This is called abiotic stress. Okay, that word looks kind of similar to biotic. So I'm going to highlight it in blue just because it might be useful. And then sometimes other living things make a plant feel stress. This is called biotic stress. So it looks like the sentence before is describing to me what it means. So I'm going to highlight that whole thing in blue. So to me, it looks like biotic stress means living things and then they cause stress. So called biotic stress. So living things that cause stress. So I'm going to say living things. All right, let's move on to the next one. Oh, it looks like they're asking us about abiotic now. Okay, so we already had something similar to this word, right? We already defined biotic, and now we want to define abiotic. So if I look here, this previous sentence is talking about the surroundings. So we use this sentence to define the word biotic. So it would make sense to use this word to define abiotic. But if I'm really thinking about it, it's got the word biotic in it. And I know that biotic means living things now. So I think that this A is going to mean something. So if I think of the word typical versus atypical, typical means normal. Atypical means not normal. So I'm guessing since biotic means living, abiotic means not living. So I'm going to circle this answer, not living. Which this also makes sense when it says because of their surroundings. Their surroundings like water and air and rocks, those aren't living. So I'm going to say abiotic. And then the last one here, we jump all the way to the bottom. So I'm actually going to read this whole paragraph. So water is an important abiotic stress on plants. A plant needs water to grow. It needs just the right amount. Too much water can cause stress. The extra water may drown the plant's roots. That doesn't sound good. The plant might stop growing. This is called flooding stress. Oh, so like when you flood a plant, when you give it too much water, it drowns. So not enough water is harmful too. Then the plant will dry up, its leaves will turn brown and fall off. This is called desiccation. Okay, so let me get my highlighter here. And so I think it says too much water can cause stress because that sounds bad. It can drown the plant's roots. It might stop growing. So not enough water is harmful. Then the plant will dry up. So these all sound bad. Its leaves will turn brown and fall off. That also sounds bad. So I'm going to think that desiccation probably means the opposite of flooding stress. So flooding stress sounds like too much water. Desiccation sounds like when there's not enough water. So the plant dries up, its leaves turn brown and fall off. So I'm going to guess that it doesn't mean destroy, because it doesn't sound like it's being destroyed. It still exists. It definitely doesn't mean grow, because I don't think if a plant's drying up, it's growing. Decay, that means like it breaks down. That sounds decent. Reproduce, I don't think so. So I think we're going to go with decay.